It's Mikey Arugula, round 2. We're unboxing today, the unboxing. I got so many boxes this summer, I gotta get caught up and start pounding the boxes, opening the boxes. I got some crazy things today I gotta show you, okay? First of all, Beatle Ron met with me and Beatle Don. By the way, here's Beatle Don over here. I got Anthony over here, show him. Okay, Mikey's got a lot of energy today. Look at this nice thing here, okay? Now, today we're going to look at some album stuff because I know there's some record collectors out there, and Mikey's got some special stuff, okay? This is another album cover that's legit, and I want to show you guys something, okay? Mikey's going to open up this thing right away. I want to show you that this was the real cover that was supposed to be used for Yesterday and Today. They used it on the 8-track, right? In other words, this is a legitimate 8-track that I bought over the summer. This is a real 8-track, okay, using that cover, all right, of Yesterday and Today. And you know this is the original one because of the color. It's not black, right? And Mikey has an 8-track player, okay? But we're not going to play it on this show. Nice, right? Nice item. Has the real Capitol label. It doesn't have the new logo on it, like a lot of the 8-tracks. This is the old official one. Okay, so Mikey, when we met with Beatle Ron, I got to show you some things that I have. So, Meet the Beatles. Looks like a normal Beatle album, right? No.
I don't see the...
Watch this.
I don't see the T thing.
Watch this.
Easel on the back.
This is the Meet the Beatles easel. You see the easel? This is a highly desirable store collectible. This is before the album was even out. They put this on the counter. All right? And this is an original sticker. It's not attached. But there's a lot of repros on these stickers. But look how perfect shape this is. So you record collectors out there that like record Beatle memorabilia, this is a cool item. You heard, when I first met Joe, the first thing I showed him was about that the Beatle paste overs, the most famous one is the Yesterday and Today, right? However, I showed Joe over a year ago that the original Beatle paste over is Meet the Beatles, okay? But I'm going to show you something that I got on eBay this summer that no one knows exists. This is the oddity of all oddities. Right, Beatle Don? You know what I'm going to show, right?
No, I don't.
You don't? Wait till you see this one.
Oh, yes.
You ever see that?
Who made that up?
This is, look at this thing, man. Look at this. This is a wild record oddity, all right? And it's just crazy. This is something new that was pasted over the cover, right?
Amazing.
Weird, right? A weird item.
Very weird.
Okay? I took care of that. The guy wanted crazy money. I made a deal with him. Today's theme, we don't really have a theme. I think the theme is Mikey Arugula's gone mad. Okay? That's what it is. Mikey Arugula is out of control. Okay? Now, I started buying banners. Why did I buy banners? Some of you guys don't watch my episodes, so I just want to show you. I got together with the accumulator, and I started getting banners that were rare. Okay, I never really collected banners. This was a nice one I bought, right? Then I got this one, and if you remember, everybody, I'm just refreshing your memory. You see it says Ringo Starkey? Oddball, right? So, all of a sudden, I had to start buying banners. Like Mikey's starting to collect banners. Banners. I've gone banners berserko. Bananas berserko, man. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the new banners I bought recently.
Those
all right?
Spanish ones, right?
These are the Spanish ones. Now, some of these...
You got to show them to the camera.
Wait, I got to open this up first. I got to figure out how to open it, man. I don't even know how to open this thing.
I think they repro those. They look real.
No, these are the real ones, and I'm going to show you why. Okay? Meanwhile, how do you open this? All right, so there are repros on these, but These are what they call Benelugos from Spain. Okay? You can feel the texture of it. Okay? Don, check it out. Verify that it's real. Okay? See this one?
Yeah, nylon.
Yeah. Now, but the crazy one is the one I'm going to show you, the last one. See these? Now, this is a nice set.
This is a
Right. Now, this is the most valuable one. I'm not even going to take it out. This is a hot item. Okay? This one, look at how beautiful that is. So Mikey now is in the banner mode, okay, of collecting these. All right? And you can see it's a bigger one. It's a bigger one, okay? So we're going to put this over here. Hopefully at the end of this show I didn't lose anything. Now, come over here. Mikey bought from Frank of Stickomania the Paramount show, which was the last show of 1964, a charity event. I got the tickets, the program, and everything. This is a banner, once again, to stick with the theme of what the lady who attended the show, what she made. And this was hanging from the banner, from the theater. This is from 1964 when they played the Paramount. What the girl had.
the shape of a guitar.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a
This is
guitar.
an original banner that she made a fan. I have a ticket, I have a picture, I have a program, I have all kinds of paraphernalia. This is a nice little original item that's unusual. Not every collector likes this, but I love this because this takes me back to the time
Nice job,
when
too.
the world was a little more innocent and everything was black and white still. Okay? Now, let's find another banner. Oh, here's another one. Let's open up another banner. Okay, let's see what this banner is. Ooh, it is a nice one. Another rare banner. Mikey's hyper today, man. Hyper. Look how it's wrapped so beautifully. Holy mackerel, the guy went crazy wrapping this thing. Look at this banner. There's so many
Seen
variations.
that one before.
No one's seen the. Well, of course, there are collectors out there that know about all these things, but the average person watching
I
this,
haven't seen that.
there are so many variations of banners. Okay? All right. So, let's see. Are there any other banners? Let's move on. Okay, so I think I told you on another show, Mikey started collecting things in multiple colors. Okay? So let's see what this is. I know what it is, but I didn't open it yet. Let's see what it is. On another show, you know, these things come in multiple colors. When you're a fan and you're a Beatle collector, all of a sudden you gotta buy every color. Okay? So now I'm starting to collect all the colors. This is a red one. Okay?
Isn't red the rarest color?
Brown.
No, brown. Brown is the rarest. Okay? Let's open up this one. Let's see what this one is. Another color. Trust me, by the end of the year, Mikey will have every color, one way or the other. Okay?
That was gonna be pink.
I got pink somewhere else. I don't know what this one is. This one came from Rockaway Records. By the way, these things are not a lot of money, unless you get the rare one. I can't even get this thing out. This is a tight fit, man. Here we go. Here's the blue one. The blue one. Okay? By the way, these are nice displayable items. They look good. If you're into starting a Beatle collection, today you can get these for a couple $100.
Yeah.
You're not spending thousands.
And you got to make sure they're real.
Yeah. Oh, these are real.
And also, a lot of times what happens is when they do the BEA,
Yeah.
they'll leave a big space in there.
Yeah, because the way it printed.
Yeah, so
It-
you
it
want
gets
to
whacked out.
You want to make sure the letters are all.
Well, actually, I like it when it's screwed up.
Do you?
Oh, sure. Mikey likes crappy stuff. Mikey likes stuff that's like weird. Okay? The weirder it is, the better. Okay, now let's switch gears, everybody, for a minute. All right? We're going to go into some now drool type stuff. Okay? Stuff that the real collectors want to know about. All right? So, first of all, people know the coloring book. Now, why did Mikey buy another coloring book? First of all, in real estate, right? And in anything you collect, it's condition, condition, condition. This is a mint version of the Beatles coloring book from 1964. Now, let's go to these pages that I've already marked, because I did this a little planning ahead of time. Remember I showed you before the Something New album, right? Okay, so you can see when I say 64, Hard Day's Night was out already when this coloring book came out, okay? Now, there's something else in this coloring book which for years I was searching for, and I got it 25 years ago, but the reason why I knew about it was on the coloring book. In the coloring book, it talked about what's called the Beatles loot tray.
Yeah, glass one.
Okay, the glass loot tray. Now that's a very highly collectible item. Okay, so if you ever want to see what that looks like, here's the real Beatles loot tray.
And that's in that shape.
Okay.
No chips on it.
No chips. Now there are a couple of versions of these things, and this is the more common color. There is a brown one. There's something that's a little different on these, but this is glass. Okay?
They call it a loot tray.
They call it a loot tray. Why? You put your coins and your doodads on here. The girls would put this on. This is a nice, highly collectible item, guys. Right? And I wanted to show it to you, but the way Mikey found out about it was in the coloring book. I never knew about it. And then I was searching for it, and at a show actually held by Charles Rosenay in Connecticut, when my son, who's now like 38 years old, he was like 4 or 5. I know he's small because I had him in a carriage. I went to that show in Connecticut. I found that. Okay? Only a small amount of money. Now it's big bucks. So, by the way, last year this time I did what's called Back to School, right? A Back to School episode. I hope you guys go back to the old episodes if you haven't seen them and watch them. Back to School was a cool episode. I went over all the memorabilia that was related to school. Why am I bringing it up now? Because Mikey bought a couple more things over the summer related to Back to School. These are pencil cases. Now, these are not what we call official, but they're real. And I have a few of them back here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought another version of Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a pencil case, right? Pretty cool, right?
Well, that's one use.
Right, right? Oh, okay, I like that, man. Okay, listen. This is a big pencil case. Now, but this one is even better. And this cost me a little bit more money. Why? Because it has the Beatles on it, and it says I should have known better, right? So this is a really cool pencil case. It's really the same.
They made a wallet with that.
Yes, I have the wallet also in my case over there. This, you can see, first of all, Paul is left-handed. It's always a giveaway. This is a very valuable. I had to pay extra money to get this on eBay. Everybody wanted this. But Mikey, when he wants something, he puts in a wacky price. So I'm not going to lose certain things I want. This is perfect, man. Now, I have now a lot of variations of that. Okay, let's keep going. Mikey's throwing stuff on the ground. All right, let's see what we got. Another banner. By the way, I just want to plug something. I'm going to Asbury Park in November. There's another Beatles show at the beginning of November, Asbury Park. I want you to look it up. I'm trying to convince Joe to go. All right? And also, my friend Frank Stickomania is going to be there, and we're going to be talking up Beatles stuff at this show. All right? So, Asbury Park at the beginning of November. All right? I'll get you more information as we go through the next month or so. All right, let's look at this thing here. Oh, the vest, by the way, is something to do with the anniversary of Rubber Soul. You know, Beatle fans are all annoyed that there's nothing going on with Rubber Soul's release after 60 years. So they're going to go ahead and make a convention out of it. Wow, look at this. This is in mint shape.
That's nice.
This is a nice one, right? This is a Canadian banner, okay? Great shape, and he put it in like a large toilet paper roll. Okay, maybe I should save this too.
It's probably a paper towel roll.
Look at this. It's kind of too. Oh yeah, he cut it in half.
Yeah.
Or it's the kind of toilet paper roll that large people need. Okay. All right, throw that over
You
there.
never know.
All right, here you go, man. So now you can see these are kind of related to each other. You know, they're kind of like the same kind of manufacturer. This is from England. Okay. Now, the reason why I got this is very common. However, not to get it in the box is very rare. This is from the early 60s from the United Kingdom. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to open this up. You know, it's a little plate. Okay? A lot of times you find these plates like this. Okay? But not in the box. Okay? The box matches what it says on the back of the plate. Okay? This is in a real box that it came in when you bought it. All right? And it says bone china made in England. Okay? Obviously it doesn't have the real Beatles on it. Okay? But you know what it's supposed to be, right? Okay. So that's another item from England. So we're up to the show now. The show where I let the guest attending here pick boxes. Okay, I think this is Anthony. This is part of your favorite part of the show, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, Anthony, as a guest, would you like to pick a box?
Sure, why not?
Okay, pick 2 boxes. Go ahead. All right, so Anthony picked out some boxes. All right, so we're going to open up these boxes now. Now, today you picked the itty-bitty boxes, okay, which is nice.
As per request.
Because I got a lot of itty-bitty things.
You want a teensy-weensy piece or an itsy-bitsy piece?
Sometimes itty-bitsy stuff is actually very valuable. I have no idea what's in these boxes. By the way, let's look at the date. September 30th, 2024. Okay, so it's a year. Hold on. What is this? Yeah!
Show the camera!
This is... Okay, this was put on a cookie. Gus Lopez would like this. As a matter of fact, Gus Lopez has the whole cookie. This is the piece of paper. There's like 4 or 5 variations of this. All right? And this goes on top of a cookie in Germany.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a very unusual piece.
This
I've never
is
seen
right,
that. Yeah.
right. This goes on the cookie.
That's
all
nice.
Right? Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice
It's a very
one.
rare item. Let's see what this is. Okay. So, I bought this recently. Okay? Why did I buy it?
Let's see it.
Okay. 20 years ago, 20th anniversary of the Beatles. Now, the reason why I bought this is because I wanted to prove to people something. Okay? Keep your eye on that thing for a minute. Okay? Keep your eye on the ball, baby. Okay? You remember from another show. What did I do? I showed you this shirt.
Sure.
Okay? Notice the same, right? The same thing. Yeah. No, it's showing that this is a real shirt that came out on the 20th anniversary of the Beatles.
In the USA?
In the USA? I think so. Okay? But this is in mint condition, and I bought it to prove that it goes with this. Okay? That it's related to the same promotional thing. All right? Because sometimes people don't think these things are real. You know? So I wanted to have some corroborating evidence. Okay? Let's open up this. Now, this item, by the way, the show's coming to an end soon, guys. Don't worry. I appreciate you sticking in there. Now, another thing before the show's over. Mikey Arugula at Gmail. Will someone please write to me once in a while and tell me what you got, what you're willing to sell me? Okay, Mikey I don't sell anything. So if you ever let me buy it, or you want to give it to me because for some reason you don't care anymore, I will never sell it. Okay, I'm just a collector. All right? And I appreciate, even if you don't want to sell it to me, I want to hear about the collectible item that maybe your mother or somehow you got somehow over the years. And then I would love to tell the story. All right. So,
The black box.
yeah. Now, who told me about this? Beetle Ron told me the other day that there's different rings. Okay? And he said they're very rare. So what did I do? Of course I bought them already. These are the British rings. Don, right? that
Go
don't
close to
flash.
the lens.
They don't flash. Okay? So now I got to find the other two. But these are the British variations of the rings that were like the little flasher ones.
The gumball rings.
The gumball rings. But I was told by Beetle Ron that these are rarer to find. Okay? And they don't really flash. So I bought those because I saw them on eBay. Okay? Okay. The last item of the day. All right? Now we're going to open up. Let's see what this is. What is this? I like the way it came, but I don't think it means anything. Not bad. It's an old item. Okay? This is an old British item.
The heck is it?
It's a beetle.
Oh, a beetle bug.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing is, it looks like it opens. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I know what this is, man. Okay, we might have to take time opening this. Ah, cool. Look. Look inside. Yeah. The Beatles are inside the beetle. Right? Now, there are repros on these, but you can see that's not a repro, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's not a weird item.
Sure.
Mikey should wear this, man. I'm going to put this on. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Let's see what I do here. Maybe I'll wear this forever now. Hold on a minute. I like this. How's it look, guys? Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're enjoying the show today. Always, please, subscribe to Joe. Joe Mayo is the greatest guy. He lets me take up some time on his show. By the way, he's doing all the camera work. All right? And we got our friends here, Anthony and Beetle Don. Okay? Come and see me in Jersey in November. And we're in the year 2025. So if you watch this 2 years from now, it's too late. Don't come in November. All right? Have a good fall. I'm going to see you before Halloween. We're going to do some Halloween stuff. And upcoming in another show is going to be everything anthology. I've been collecting anthology stuff for 35 years. All right, listen. They already corrected me. I couldn't have been 35 years. 30 years. Love you guys. All right? We'll see you hopefully in a couple of weeks with a new episode.